Charl, you were saying a moment ago something that clicked with me, and that is these two young men, one 17 years old and one 21 years old, when faced with a situation like a terror attack, people are being killed, hand grenades are going off, they both, one sacrificed himself by falling on a grenade, the other put himself in harm's way to save a young lady and took a bullet to the head. They were saving lives. Now, I see it, and I believe many of our OK2A viewers would see it this way, that having a firearm and shooting back and actually being the cause that the attack ended, that the terrorists fled, that's a pro-life stance. That you were protecting life, and therefore it's a pro-life issue to have a handgun or firearm and to use it when necessary. Can you speak to that, the morality of actually potentially taking another person's life if need be? How do you reconcile that with being a Christian missionary?
Sure. Well, we as Christians believe that life is very important, and the reason for that is that we're made in the image of God, and so therefore we protect life whenever we can. The other issue is that because God created life, He's the one that can decide when it can be taken. And so we really need to study our scriptures to find out when we can take life. And so it makes things slightly complicated, but at the end of the day, we got to get our definitions right again. If I protect life, which is very biblical, then I might need to kill somebody to protect life. Yeah. Some people will say to me that I'm a murderer for doing that. That is incorrect. Murder is the taking of an innocent life. When you're protecting yourself and somebody's trying to kill you or your family, they are the murderers. Right. They are trying to murder you. They're trying to take innocent life. If you defend your life from them, you are not a murderer. You are killing in self-protection. And so it really is a pro-life issue. You know, to argue that I carry a gun to protect myself, but somebody can murder a baby in the womb, just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like saying we protect ourselves in this room, but if you go into that room, then there's no protection there. And so we really need to get our ideas from a theological and a philosophical perspective correct. And so if you think your life's important enough to carry a gun, well, surely your neighbor's is, and so is your unborn neighbor. And I think it's really important that we consider those things and think through them. That life is precious, and it's precious because we've been made in the image of God, and God tells us when we can take life and when we can't.